Welcome back, FIFA fans, to the quarter-final stage of Euro 2000. It will be by 2, we will divide 8 to announce our final 4. In the real Euro 2000, Turkey were dispatched comfortably by Portugal 2-0 in this very arena. However, in the alternative universe of Euro 2000, here courtesy of FIFA 14, Turkey, the third place team in the upcoming World Cup, can rewrite history against Portugal here in Amsterdam. João Pinto licking his fingers and turning the page, but the paper is blank. He's fell into the pockets where Umit Davala is situated. He's slapped away by Vitor Baia. Portugal's captain tonight. It's fairly a cross intended for Hakan Suka, but doesn't get that far. Figo, plenty of space to run into. Work his crossing magic. Figo into the centre towards Nuno Gomez, and is contained by Rushtu. The cantankerous keeper was waiting for it all along. Figo, 3 Turkish shirts around it. Android Costa, here's Abalik Xavier. Paulo Bento lays it off. Costinha costs Portugal a chance of taking a lead. João Pinto. And Nuno Gomez is just enough of a lunge to leapfrog the Turkish defence. Didn't have an answer for Rushtu closing him down. Meets Devala. Arkan. Suka has retained his composure, takes the strike and it hits the post. What a chance for Turkey. A red star warning the Turks have been bombarded by Portugal, but they're still fighting and can still spring a potential surprise. Arkiel fails to reach the interception. It's Rui Costa, who leans back so far the turf may as well be a bed. An almost unforgivable miss from Rui Costa. 15 minutes remain in quarter-final. Number 1, Conceição. Swept off his feet, but he recovers quickly. It's Sergio Conceição! Can't get the cross further than Rushtu. Figo uncharacteristically slices a rebound. Turkey remain on life support in the quarter-final. 12 minutes to go here before extra time is on the cards, and Suka has put it through! Holy sheet! It's Arif! Arif Erdem gives Turkey that is better late than never. One of the favourites of Euro 2000 are just minutes away from a shocking elimination from the eventual bronze medal winners of the upcoming World Cup. Across the field to Figo, diagonal pass. He returns it to Nuno Gomez. He's parried aside by Rushtu. Portugal are coming, and Turkey are going to ruin that climax. Comes at the tips of the fingers of Rushtu. Figo hauls in a deep cross. Again stopped by Rushtu. It's a heroic performance by him today. 3 minutes remain on the scoreboard. Xavier, and there it is! Ricardo Pinto of Sociedad. It's the lightest of connections, and it's just enough to give gravity the permission to carry it beyond the Rushtu. And over the goal line, Portugal survive for another 30 minutes. Extra time looms in the Amsterdam Arena for the very first time in Euro 2000. Here we go, the first period of extra time in Euro 2000 of the millennium. Well, that fact is underway. Pinto making another gesture towards the goal. Rushtu isn't amused. Here's Conceição. It's parried up into the air and Portugal are trying to keep this pressure on Turkey. All these white shirts hurling their bodies. Oh, and it's snuck in. Nuno Gomes. First goal of the tournament, and what a key time to score. It is the very first time the Seleção will lead Turkey here in the Amsterdam Arena. The similarities are shared with Sao Pinto's equaliser at the end of the 90 minutes. Arif is given just an inch to get across it. Hurtled towards Suka. Desperately needed block from Bayer. Vigo keeps the ball in play, prevents it from going over the line. Well, he affords the honour to Nuno Gomes, who takes it over the goal line with a kamikaze of a header against Turkey. Röştu didn't stand a chance. 2 goals in one game for Nuno Gomes will surely carry Portugal into the semi-final. They have done it. Turkey put Portugal to the sword. They should be proud, but it is the Seleção who will march into the semi-final. Italy, the eventual runners-up of Euro 2000, take on England in Brussels. World champion and European champion manager of Italy, Dino Zoff, unknowingly has the seeds of the golden generation in his hands. Kevin Keegan, however, given a second chance at recreating the Euro 96 run and then some. Shearer fails to clinch. The very first chance of the game, less than a minute played. Shades of Paul Scholes against Portugal in their first game, and this time Shearer is stopped by the studs of Tolda. Scholes watching the world move around him as he finds Owen. In amongst the days, Owen goes down, shoves Fabio Cannavaro aside to retain possession, get one more strike off on Francesco Tolda. No penalty for the initial bump. Michael Owen, unlike a dog with a bone, is more like a pit bull with a ball. Fights for the spherical object back. There's an exchange of awkwardness between Liliano and Paul Scholes. Now Scholes gets across into Owen. England have grazed into a lead against Italy. It's taken less than 15 minutes for the Three Lions to strike goal number 1. The Azzurri couldn't escape their own half in the first half. First blood drawn. Zambotti's cross nodded away by Tony Adams. Here is Fiore. Training ground catch for David Seaman. Totti cross from a free kick. And it's tipped out for a corner. Italy are steadying themselves now. Good save though, as it was hit downwards and dangerously. It's bobbled off the back of the head of Tony Adams, and the Italians are appealing. What for as Nesta makes the initial strike and it's off the fingertips of Tony Adams. No penalty. He's missed the handball. It's Francesco Totti waiting for a couple of blue shirts to catch up. Inzaghi is going on and impeded. It's 1-1. And there's the equaliser from Filippo Inzaghi for Italy. Neville's block comes too short. Adams and Neville are in no man's land. Filippo Inzaghi opens fire on the English top corner. What a way to see out the first half. Scoops out of the sky from McManaman, receiving Paul Scholes' pass. We still see McManaman. Scholes. Beckham. He's just trespassed the Italian defence. Hits it first time. Tolan blocks the follow-up, and Shearer can't compose his footing. It's a treble of trouble from the English attack. Beckham, Owen, and then Alan Shearer, who for all intents and purposes you expect more from the England captain to compose himself, but he snatches at it. The dying seconds, first half of extra time, and Totti may have given Italy new life through Filippo Inzaghi. They've come back from a goal down. It's a brace from Filippo Inzaghi, his third of the tournament. Yet another banana peel in the English back line. As if it was a game of Mario Kart, the Italians have leapfrogged in front like Super Mario. Shearer. Now here's Paul Scholes. It's too long for Owen, but Beckham is there just in time. And did he take too much time? Perhaps he could have hit it on the first attempt. The extra touch is fatal. And he gets the wrong side of the goal net. England losing in another quarter-final. They're on the verge of exit one more time, and Owen is sandwiched between Fabio Cannavaro and Alessandro Nesta. Now Scholes picks up the cross again. Shearer! It's just too light, too soft for Toldo. Less than 10 minutes now. It's now or never. Here's Owen. He squeezed one through. It's the young Steven Gerrard, England super substitute. One of many career-defining equalisers for the young Steven Gerrard. Of all the players, it's not Shearer. It's not his Merseyside countryman Michael Owen. Steven Gerrard off the bench. The beginning of a legendary career. Last roll of the dice for England. Can they bowl a six? Oh, it's cleared off the line by Toldo. A refusal to catch the back pass from Nesta. Head-butted away from danger. Just as they did 4 years ago against Spain. Just as they did 2 years ago against Argentina. England venture into extra time for one more time. This time in Euro 2000. Oh, that is a beautiful ball over the top to Alessandro Del Piero. Seaman wins. The Italian magician outpowers Gary Neville to get a shot on target at Seaman. And Scholes hits it from range. It's controlled and contained by Toldo. Albertini. Totti reaches it. Hits it first time. The follow-up is scuffed by Del Piero. Totti, good first time hit. As Albertini clashes shins with Tony Adams. How was none of those tibulas and fibulas shattered into 1,000 pieces? Shearer goes down. Possible handball, but maintains his dignity to carry on. Another international tournament, another penalty shootout for England. Italy will enter this stage one round earlier than they did against the Dutch in Amsterdam in the real tournament. The first Russian roulette, the first lottery of Euro 2000. Penalty kicks to the side of the semi-finalists. Del Piero drills it low and hard. Seaman goes the wrong way. 1-0 to Italy. Alan Shearer scored both of his penalties against Spain and Germany in '96. Does so again against Italy in 2000. Fabio Cannavaro would lift the World Cup in 6 years' time, just as he lifts the ball over David Seaman. David Beckham would be England's default penalty taker, and there's why. Francesco Totti to put Italy ahead, and he does. It's hard and thoughtless, but it's the thought that counts. Robbie Fowler came off the bench. He also hits it down the middle. It's everyone's favourite position so far. Fabio Cannavaro, it's another good penalty. No one is missed so far. Steven Gerrard is the reason why we are here, and the reason why we will remain. Ambrosini to put Italy. Oh, it's just gone in. Seaman goes the right way for a change. Paul Scholes must score this for England to stay. Scholes, he does. Sudden death. He's underway. And it's Antonio Conte. Oh, he got cocky. And when you get too cocky, your cock falls off. And boy, it fell a long way off of that crossbar. Antonio Conte loses his manhood. England could stamp his appendage into the mud with a dance if McManaman can convert this penalty. It's over! England are through to the Euro 2000 semi-final, where they will take on either the Netherlands or Norway. It is crunch time for the co-hosts. In Bruges, the Netherlands will take on Norway, the surprises from Group C. They bought a late ticket against Slovenia. Meanwhile, the Netherlands very nearly humiliated France, but it ended up more as a humbling of the world champions. And the first opportunity for the Dutch, as the disappointment is etched across Zenden's face. It's a poor miss. Here's Iversen. A chance to be rounded off by Eric Bakker, back of the net. And the record scratch is heard around the stadium. The oranges are starting to turn a very mouldy colour. Norway didn't just come here to lay down and take part in the ceremonial semi-final placement from the favourites. They've come here to play football. Damn it. Zenden. Bergkamp didn't catch all of it. Now Zenden might make amends. Maybe Dennis Bergkamp used up all of his screamers in the previous game against France. And Zenden makes up 2 guilty misses so far. Overmars keeps it in play. It's whipped in, Zenden at the far post again. Kluivert just hangs on to possession. Overmars, Bergkamp. Meyer is off of the line quicker than a hiccup. Zenden pushed aside, it's foul! Onto the thigh of Mark Overmars. Second goal of the Euros for him. And it's the most important of the pair. An abundance of pressure applied from the co-hosts. Can't help but feel sympathy for Thomas Meyer. Does everything he can to keep the Dutch from violating his goal net. And the Vikings will quickly be set. Eric Maitland has profited from the confusion of the Dutch defence. Norway back in front, and it's less than 30 minutes left on the clock. De Boer and Storm stare at each other in disbelief. Maitland slips it under the door of Edwin van der Sar. Kluivert rises. In 10 minutes time, the co-hosts and favourites could be out. Seedorf couldn't do much to change it. Oswald asking for a little bit of support. Well, Koku might want it. The quarter-final is back on, and the Dutch are back in. Crushing disappointment for the underdogs Norway. And yet again, the stubbornness of Thomas Meyer nearly keeps Norway out of trouble, but Norway have 5 more minutes to hold on. Oh, it's off the post! Nearly ended just like that. And now De Boer. Pressure still remains. Bergkamp is open! Good night! Netherlands surely into the semi-final against England in Amsterdam. It is thanks to Bergkamp, slotted into the bottom corner like a letter of resignation from Norway in the letterbox. Holland versus England will be the second semi-final in Euro 2000. It's just a case of finding out who will join Portugal in Brussels. Outside of England v Italy, it's the second or arguably the biggest game of the quarter-final. The world champions France will take on neighbours Spain, the so-called underachievers, with the right to take on Portugal in Brussels. Jokev is ploughing on. It's Canizares at the near post, and alongside of the goal net, half the stadium thought it was a goal incorrectly. Early warning sign to Spain regarding what they're signing up for in this quarter-final battle. There's a By some intervention of divinity, it's found Chiokayev. Seemingly a pass out of nothing. Almost turns into something of a one-goal lead for the Blues. Henry got out by Hero. He's won it back ferociously. Henry looking for Dugary. And Canizares does well to recover. Punched away from Dugary's skull is Chiokayev, who surely has an empty net to volley the ball into. Christoph Dugary has to carry it to the corner alone. Loops in the cross, it down there, 1-0. France lead, thanks to one of the best players in the entire world, Zinedine Zidane. When France are really in control, it's all downhill from here if you're on the opposite end. Especially when Zinedine Zidane scores his third goal of Euro 2000. Back to Salgado. Ignores Helguera. Picks up Guardiola. Helguera back to Michel Salgado. Here's Mendieta. Now Alfonso. Spain have earned this precious piece of pitch. Salgado returns it to Mendieta. Oh, he gets it over Bartes. Spain level. Gaizka Mendieta with a magnificent finish. It's elegant. Oh, it's slick. Smoothly over. That lubricated head of Fabian Barthez. Spain draw the sword to the throats of the French. Giroud. Early cross into Zidane. On the volley, it was ambitious. Chipped into the area. Oh, Fran! Ajaïs does his best to react. It's actually Raoul couldn't control it. Taken away from him. It is Ajaïs. The key points to make as he hits the target and the corner. Is there a man on the Spanish side that can keep up with the pace of Thierry Henry? Ends up with Anelka. He's bullied off the ball by Helguera. Vieira on the volley. Could have been a stunning match-winning goal from Patrick Vieira. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Canizares escapes. And for the third time, we will have extra time here in Rotterdam. Spain 1, France 1. Zayes teased it off to Guardiola. Really spins it in to the bottom corner. Another one by Anelka. Zidane. A flamboyant flick back onto Nicolas Anelka. It's still Nicolas Anelka. Oh, he's chipped in. Oh, he's found his way in. It's just barely squeezed through. Hierro takes a bump as he tries to clear it out of his goal net. Well, France are back in the lead. It's the substitute, Nicolas Anelka, who narrowly missed out on the World Cup 2 years ago. Well, he's showing Didier Deschamps. He's showing the former assistant of Amé Jacquet what he missed out on 2 years ago in France. Roger Lemaire's tactical change pays off. Aguero pays it forward. Gerrard bamboozles Barthez and it's Helguera to a round off. Another equaliser for Spain. The cantankerousness of Gerrard to backheel it past Barthez. He wasn't expecting that. Helguera spawns where it counts. Last roll of the dice for France, or it's further gambling ahead with a penalty shoots out. Vieira! It's the last kick of the game. Almost certainly the match-winning goal here in Rotterdam. And France, the reigning world champions, reign supreme. Spain are just seconds away from the lottery of penalties, and that's been taken away. Another year, another cruel exit for Spain. And the world champions will rendezvous with Portugal once again in the semi-finals. Dennis Bergkamp emerges as the last live top goal scorer of Euro 2000. And now the confirmation of the semi-final places. It's Portugal versus France and Netherlands versus England in the place of Italy in Amsterdam. We are very close to recreating the final four in our recreation. Nonetheless, we have our final four. We're just missing your predictions for the Euro 2000 final. As always, submit them below. Let me know what was your favourite game of these four quarter-final stage fixtures. We will see you on Wednesday night for the semi-finals.